Hello, hello. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna pull up the gas documentation. We are going to be testing out gameplay cues. Actually, I wonder if they updated the documentation on 5.4. Not yet. That's okay. Yeah, so I mean, today we're going to be doing hit markers and everything like that. There's a very specific way we have to do hit markers because none of our stuff is like instant cast. It's all through like projectiles, and since we're doing projectiles, we have to spawn in the actual like mesh, and gas does not appreciate that kind of functionality. So there might be a slightly altered way that we have to get this done. But no matter what, we'll find a way. Now, I was thinking of doing a, you know, like a different approach to this, but I kind of just want to look and see how the gameplay ability system wants us to do this first. Oh, it actually looks like they may have something here. We don't want to make it blueprint callable though, because all this stuff is actually going to happen within C++. So actually what we're going to do is copy this over. The exposed functions for firing gameplay cues from gameplay abilities and the ability system component are replicated by default. Each gameplay cue event is a multicast RPC. This can cause a lot of RPCs. Gas also enforces a maximum of 2 of the same gameplay cue RPCs per net update. We avoid this by using local gameplay cues, where we can essentially call the effects just on our local client, which this is what we want because we're going to be doing UI updates with this. So we're going to be doing visuals and sounds. The Niagara effects from our spell impacts we don't have to worry about, because the actual actor that we spawn in when we're shooting like an ability or spawning it will handle all that on collision. Yeah, and this is pretty much perfect for what we need it for. So yeah, let's copy this over to our ability system component then. Yeah, I don't think we need view function here. I copied these over from the documentation. It doesn't look like these are overrides. But what are these doing? Just calling handle gameplay queue. We provide a tag. Executed. Okay, and then I guess what we do is just make a custom gameplay queue, assign it a tag, and have that call. I wonder if we can have a gameplay queue that is linked up to our HUD via a delegate. Just have it called that way. Create these functions first. Let's see here. Viewability systems global get, and then we're just calling handle gameplay queue, it looks like. From inside a gameplay effect, when it is successfully applied, okay, so I mean, technically could just add in the tag here for it. But I think we just want to call these locally. Let's see what handle gameplay queue actually does here. The documentation for this does a pretty good job at explaining it, but it's much easier for me to comprehend things when I can just read into the functions themselves and kind of decipher it that way. The one challenge with this part of the project is going to be with gameplay cues. I just haven't done too many of them. So trying to find a good workflow for this is going to be something that I will be doing on the fly. I mean, here's another one here. A non-replicated gameplay cue. This is what we would want to use, I would imagine, right? That's essentially what this is doing right here. Yeah, it looks like the gameplay queue manager already has a built-in function for this. I think what I'm more interested in right now is actually creating custom gameplay cues and how I can actually have them work with my UI directly. Like, I know there's built-in functionality for spawning like Niagara effects and stuff like that, but that's not something I'm really interested in right now. If I were to do it without gameplay cues, I know exactly what I would be doing, but again, the whole point is to kind of learn this system and use what they want. Right now, I'm kind of just looking at the what the call stack would be for this and the order that I would want to do things in. Static gameplay queue notifies operate on class default objects, meaning no instances. They're perfect for one-off effects like hit impacts. After a gameplay queue notifies spawn a new instance added because these are instant. Do actions over time until they are removed. Okay, so this would be for like a... this notify actor one would pretty much just be for like a Niagara effect. Kind of like a burning effect or something, like if they had a debuff on them. This is something that you'd want to put onto that character. And then this would be for, again, like impacts and shit. Yeah, that makes sense. What does a gameplay queue notify static look like function-wise? I think that's what I would want to know. Can I make my own type with custom functionality? I think I tried doing this before, but it wasn't really required. I was just messing around with it. I'm gonna open this up and see how they're actually writing this stuff. So this is for a hit impact. Handle a gameplay queue. Does all that stuff. Spawn emitter at location. So this is for like spawning a particle system on impact. Which we don't really care about that. Status icon. This guy. Nothing. Okay. Unit test. Helper gameplay queue notify that is used for unit testing. Okay, got it. Don't really need that then. This is a non-instance gameplay queue. Notify for effects that are one-offs. Okay. Now let's see what the actual parent class here has to say. Non-instance UObject that acts as a handler for a gameplay queue. I mean, like, reading into this, is it really necessary to use this? The benefit of doing it this way is when I make this gameplay queue, for any ability that I want to have like a hit marker effect, I would just need to place a tag onto that ability and it will trigger it. So it makes like creating abilities really easy because I can just like kind of do like a drag and drop builder on how they work. On execute implementation. So this is a replicated thing, or no, it's a blueprint native event. Which we don't really need. Yeah, so this isn't going to be replicated. And it's only going to use on execute. Alright, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what we can do here. We're just going to override or make a child class of the base static class here. What do I want to call this? Probably GC notifies static hit mark. And what we're going to do is pretty much go in here and grab these functions. weird thing is they actually didn't make all the functions down here virtual. They're really trying to push using these just in blueprints, it looks like. Alright, well, what we're going to do is override this. Close all this shit out. What we're going to do is we're just going to make a bunch of changes here. A2 handle gameplay queue. K2 usually means that this just gets called in blueprints mainly. A lot of people refer to this as like blueprint black magic. Just don't know what goes on behind the scenes unless you open up the blueprint for it. But I'm pretty much going to be taking these guys and making a separate version of them. And we're going to call them native. We're also going to get rid of the U function on them. This function here is going to have pretty much the same purpose, except we're going to replace like on execute with the native. Actually, we're going to be replacing every single part of this with its native version that we're making here. Wait a minute. Does this queue override other queues, or is it called in addition to them? Oh, so you can actually do like layers of queues. Interesting. Okay. Try to remember that when doing this hit marker shit. so I mean, this is the problem. This comes with so much data that we just don't really need, like, at all. Now, when it's saying my target, is it referring to the player that called the queue? Yeah, it has to be. It's saying get owner right there. Okay, so I mean, if that's the case, then we're just going to build a function for this. We're pretty much just going to cast my target into our character. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the order that this is going to happen in and where I want to position this, because we want the controller to be in charge of UI. So that means we would have to first grab the controller, and then we'll just cast the controller. I don't think we need to cast the actor itself. So if we do something where it's like first we'll check target like that, and then we'll go into a cast. But wait, no, this is just an A actor, so there's no, we can't just grab the player controller off of that. Ooh, wait a minute. Does gameplay queue parameters have a way to grab the controller directly? Turns true if this is locally controlled, don't care about that. Yeah, these just return actors. Okay. That's fine. Man, doing a double cast on that. Alright, well, I think a better way to do it then is just to do a single cast to make a function on the character itself that goes to the controller from there, I would imagine. Or we could do it to where there's a delegate that the controller binds to on the character, and this will trigger a broadcast when this is called. Multiple ways to do this. The best way, a little bit unclear. Just kidding. It looks like I already have... I don't remember doing this, but it looks like I already have hit marker function set up. Okay. Alright, but let's like future pace this real quick, right? Because oh no, I mean this is actually like a very specific thing, because we just made this a we just called this hit marker, so we should probably just stick to what this only does, or we should stick to what this actually does. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna recompile here. We're gonna try this out. Again, gameplay cues are kind of new. I'm kind of learning with you guys at the moment. But I'm trying to elaborate on my thought process when going into like learning something new like this, and how I approach it. Why's that? Unresolved symbol. Do I need to include something here? Usually what that means is there's something in the header file that is not correct. Nothing is really jumping out at me at the moment. Can't be this. Yeah, I didn't think so. Creating It's definitely something with this f gameplay queue parameters, I would imagine. The thing is, a lot of stuff is already included in this header file here, so it would make sense to bring it down. Where's this located? Gameplay effect types. Yes, I mean, like, this would just like cause problems. I don't think it's going to solve that linker error. No, yeah. I don't think so. What does it not like? It's something with an include that it's just hating. That's not it, surely. I will say sometimes with Unreal Engine, Visual Studio, linker errors can be a real pain in the ass. Check the documentation. Maybe I'm not even allowed to redo gameplay queue notifies like this. There's no shot. I think I already have like a couple more of them. A couple more of them that are probably empty, right? I might have ran into the same problem with these two. Yeah, custom on execute. Yeah, it looks like I tried making a local effect as well here and ran into problems with it. Let me actually look on the forums and see if this is a problem there. Oh, quick. Yeah, okay. Figured as much. Is it the K2 function? Or is it the cycle counter? Cycle counter. I mean, I don't really need that because this is going to be local anyways. I really only care about this if we're networking this. Okay, compile. Yeah, now that I think about it, I probably should have put logs on this too. Excuse me. I think I tried making one before. Tried making it directly in the blueprints like that. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't even think it's doing anything. Okay, open this up and see what parameters it gives us. We shouldn't really have to change anything. I think we just need to find it something. Gameplay queue tag is gameplay queue.hitMarker, which is actually perfect. So with that being said, we go to our effects and damage. Actually, just so I know for a fact that I am modifying the correct effect, let's go to this here and we'll go to Scorch. I may actually have to add in custom functionality for gameplay queues here, right? Oh no, it would be in the... Yeah, that's right. I was literally looking in there for this reason. Just need the effect that's added to the effect itself. Damage effect, GE Scorch. Yeah, here it is. Gameplay cues. Not that. Gameplay cues. Hit marker. I don't think we care about magnitude. I mean, we can, like, for critical strikes and stuff, we might be able to do something fancy with hit markers and give, like, a better effect for it. But let's keep it simple for now. I'm gonna load up multiplayer, test out this hit marker. That fucking... It's just a very delayed hit. Weird. And execute it like 4 different times. I think we actually can't rely on just using the built-in blueprint functionality for this. I think we have to make custom functionality for hit markers since it needs to be a local trigger. I don't know if the base functionality of that allows you to just do that. So I'll know, or I'll do the way that I know best. I just want to see where this application function is called. Oh wait, it's just called on those two. Hey, what's up? I think inside our base projectile spells where we need to put this, because the spell itself will know when it's actually impacted. Where is my overlap at? Yeah, so this is where it's getting called here. I really gotta go in and refactor that. Apply gameplay effects to character. Ah, okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is where we would want to do it. But we would only want to apply this if we hit an enemy. One thing about this function in particular is this handles dealing damage to enemies and also health effects for allies. So you can see how ability damage is being times equaled by -1. That basically means that honestly, the wording like ability damage is pretty misleading. It should be like ability effect. But when you times it by -1, obviously it makes a negative number, which is then applied to the character, which in turn actually is healing for it. So there's a couple ways we can do this, right? Before we do like an application here, we can see we can basically see if ability damage is above 0 or not, and if it is, that means we can play the hit marker sound. I believe is how this is going to go. loop return handle actually has information for us on if it was successfully applied or not as well. Actually forgot I centralized some of this. Shit, there's a way you can filter so only certain gameplay tags can be applied. I think it's actually in here that you can see that. Yeah, here it is, meta categories. Oh, actually, this U property is perfect for what I need. I'm actually going to pass in a blank one here because we're not too concerned with any of the data in here. If we go to like our custom function as well, like we're not even using the parameters in this for the hit marker specifically. I'm actually going to make a note of that as well. Since we modified blueprints as well, it's a good idea to actually recompile so we don't destroy our blueprint. Take a minute. I'm gonna fill my water up while this is compiling. Be right back. Okay. Let's head to the arena. Before we do that though, gotta go to our... Oh shit, wait, we don't have a blueprint version of our ACS, do we? Sorry, the brain fog is like super real today. I got pretty bad sleep last night. Come on. Yeah, so the other way to do this is we just specify it. We'll just create it as a native gameplay tag and then just grab it and use it from there. Probably easier that way. Unless there is a way that gameplay queues create these automatically, and I just don't know how to access them. We actually don't have container for these. It's fine. So we don't have to add it to anything. That's what these are right here. I think I already have... Yeah, Invoker gameplay tags is already included here. So... Oh, perfect. Gameplay tags. Bam, just like that. Get rid of that. Not make another copy. Control KO. Yeah, so now it should execute locally. We should be able to live code this. Holy shit. The one thing is when you make changes to a class file or a header file, like the Invoker gameplay tags that we were just in, any file that's using that header needs to now update. So Gotta wait a minute or two. So we should be able to test this with pretty much any ability right now. Open up the logs here and take a look as we're doing this. I'm gonna jump the other character down here. So, I believe this has a working application. Apply effect. Handle damage applied. Hit marker gameplay queue called. That does not look like it actually went off. Which kind of tells me one of two things. It's wow. One could mean that the gameplay queue tag doesn't like when we add the tags via native gameplay tag, or it's something else. So let's look in our tag list and see. It's going to open up a random ability just to view this. Do something here. That was actually probably the worst ability I could have opened. I need something that does damage. If I click add gameplay queue, implicit default gameplay tags.ini. See if we can actually apply it via a separate ability. Oh yeah, Fireball works off of the old system. I don't think that actually would apply it. Huh. Just gotta get rid of all the random messages. This should still be applying this. Apply overlap event, begin overlap, line trace. I don't think the actor was actually getting hit by it. I think it was under his feet. Which, I mean, to be fair, I never actually set the size of the ability to what it should be in terms of scaling, so it's a very real possibility. trigger gameplay on. Yeah, so I mean this is part of the learning experience on gameplay cues. Well, technically this is on the server, I would imagine. But we're kind of playing around that because we're using the listen server to call this. Now, does this look for like a valid gameplay queue parameters? Oh, here we go. Should accept gameplay queue. What does this look for? Okay. I mean, it's gameplay queue interface, so is this read only? No. Okay, we can make edits here. So I mean, digging into this, we can actually we can set up some logs to take a look and see what's going on. We really need to. Sorry. A little bit under the weather. It would be really cool if the handle gameplay queue actually had a return, like a Boolean return or something, so I could see if this was successfully applied. Which, I mean, we kind of figure it's not, because it's not actually activating, or it's not triggering any of our logs so far. You know, just for the hell of it, let's fill out some... Let's actually fill out the gameplay queue parameters. we just need to fill out instigator. Yeah, I'm sorry, the brain fog is so bad today. I know there's like more to this. Just I don't know if I have the energy to like dig even further into it. I might have to like go like lay down. The longer I like think about it, the harder it is to actually like process it. Yeah, so I mean, it gets sent. Then pretty much just... Oh, I didn't even fucking put the params in. Yeah, I'm really off my game today. Really frustrating, especially because like the weekends I like to be a little bit more productive with this kind of stuff. I typically have more free time, so having a day feel like it's pretty much ruined because you just don't feel well is I don't know, really frustrating. Like there's so much more I want to do. Yeah, I didn't think the params were going to really do much. I mean, just looking at it, it wasn't really checking for anything in them. It actually was just pretty much like a blank fucking function, just returning true for the allow. Don't care about that. don't think this is getting hit for some reason, but if it is, I'd love to know about it. Guess same with this one too, but this isn't technically an early exit, the translation, so I don't think we really care. I probably do care about this though. I'd also love to know if it's broadcasted. Don't have draw debug enabled, so we don't need that. Give the global set a chance. Use the interface. Force net update. I mean, you kind of see where, or we want to see where the steps go here. Make it a lot easier to break down the problem and figure it out. Get world doesn't exist, or the world is tearing down. I don't think that's causing it. Translation node for tag. Tag translate internal. Should be safe live coding here. We just pretty much added in basic logging shit, which usually does not have a problem. The only time I ever recommend like really closing out and compiling is when you mess with anything U property, because your blueprints will get absolutely fucking decimated by that kind of shit. Kind of fixing the music here. The goddamn playlist tried adding like copyrighted songs and shit to it. Not be good. Okay, let's see where our tag is going. tag didn't even make it that far. Unless I did not do something correctly here. Doesn't even look like it's making it past, not even getting to this point here. Yeah, it doesn't reach early exit. Gameplay queue execution options default. What other options are there? Sorry, I'm just gonna jump into default checks for everything. I mean, that should be okay. Just really weird that not a single log was breached. Like, I know this is getting called. Oh, I need to check if it's getting called, apparently. Translate gameplay queue. Something happening here to where our tag is just getting destroyed. The one thing I do like about live coding is when you're doing logging, you typically don't have to restart the actual match for the logging to work. So if we do this, our functionality is actually not even getting called. Something isn't right. Now the thing is, there's two different types. Are we just tracking the wrong path? Does Visual Studio focus here? Possibly. Let's test out that theory. Nothing is getting called, actually. Okay, so what this is telling me is the gameplay queue manager isn't set up properly. That's, I mean, that's my first, like, instinct to go to. should be logged here though. We just need to access the logs for the gas system. Alternatively, we could check to see if this is valid ourselves. So, let's do this in stages. I think we actually made an alternative version of this. Yeah, we did. Oh, this actually might be the problem. It shouldn't be though. Unless there was something changed that I didn't know about. But I read the release notes. I didn't really see anything crazy. Again, brain fog is pretty bad today, so it could just be... I mean, you just saw I did that, so... what the fuck is wrong with me? So surprising that's not giving me a problem. Some days you're just not good with it. Today is one of those days. It happens. Let's see if our gameplay queue manager is valid. I mean, technically it should be. We're able to call this without crashing. Like, this is directing to a pointer somewhere. So, like, it should. Man. If it wasn't valid, we would crash. It's also really weird that our functions are not getting called. Valid, who would have guessed? One second, gotta translate what you just said. I don't know if this translation is correct. But hello. Let's compile. There's just some layer of of abstraction that I'm just not seeing. but I'm determined to find it. Yeah, I had to put that into Google Translate. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I saw that. Google Translate's not the best, but it's close enough. I think it's close enough. Hey, anybody's welcome here. We're just trying to make some cool shit. You did? Oh, okay. Yeah, it did compile. Okay. I think the best part about this system is if I were to just do it the way I was originally going to without gameplay cues, I would have been done this in probably about like 15 minutes. But we're trying to learn. You know, the gameplay ability system is pretty powerful. I saw that there was use for it to make local stuff or like non-replicated visuals and sound effects. So I was like, oh shit, I'll try it with my UI, see if it works. 1.5 hours later, here we are. But it all comes with it. Get these goddamn messages out of my shit. No, wait a minute. It is called. What is this? Handle gameplay queue. Native on execute. What the fuck? Wait, was that there before and I just never noticed it? Dude, I'm losing my mind. Also, it is happening. Why are my logs not actually getting called? What a fucking question. Yeah, I mean, I'm specifically tagging log temp here. Is there another version of handle gameplay queue? Oh, this is handle gameplay queues. Handle gameplay queue. No. Alright, so I will say one thing. The gas documentation does not use... What the fuck's that function at? This. Add gameplay queue non-replicated. I don't know why. But it says to do a different way when doing this. But I feel like this would be a better option though. This must go through like less checks, yeah? No. Execute gameplay queue non-replicated. This does this. It's all doing the same shit. Really fucking weird, not gonna lie. I've never seen my my logs just get ignored, which means that it's something's happening. God, do you know what this makes me want to do? Because my brain, the way it works, I just need to know, like, what the fuck is happening. We're debugging what we're doing. Let's go to where we know our function's actually getting called and put some breakpoints in. Fuck this logging shit. I'm gonna F9 and get into this. Let's track down where this is going so I can see what's happening. We ignore the warnings. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Online subsystem session interface is always going to fucking proc because we're not using Steam right now. But that's okay. We don't care about that. Hey guys, I found a bug. I'm assuming the walls don't have collision with what they're supposed to. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll fix that. Here we are. Oh no, that's an old breakpoint. We skipped that. What the fuck? My breakpoint didn't hit. Shift F12. Where the fuck is this getting called? Right here. It's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. It's going to be something really dumb, and at the end I'm going to be like, oh wow, yeah, I'm just fucking stupid. What do we got? Yeah, it's checking for gameplay queue manager, blah blah blah. What the shit? Gameplay queue manager not found. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. I'm sorry, excuse me. So it's possible that it was not or is not set up currently. But it's not causing a crash. Interesting. Is there some black magic happening in the background here that I don't know about? Again, never really use gameplay cues. Trying it today, seeing how they work, etc., etc. We don't care about this. We care about startup. Gameplay queue manager by default. It will scan the entire game directory. Blah, blah, blah. First, we must subclass gameplay queue manager and tell the ability system's global class to use this inside of our default game.ini. Did I do this? Probably not if we're getting this problem. Where's my config? Ability systems global. No, we are using them. Invoker gameplay queue manager. Where the hell are you even located? In asset manager, should async runtime object libraries. And I did add a log for this. I mean, shit. It should be working, yeah. Again, this is like a layer of abstraction that this is causing a little bit of confusion here. I just think it's really weird that my breakpoints weren't hitting. But yeah. Try this one more time, shall we? See, the weird thing is, like, it was saying that, I believe it was saying that gameplay queue manager.cpp could not be found, and then it was like stopping. So that has me thinking that it's trying to look for engine version 5.3 of the gameplay queue manager. There was actually one part of my project where it was actually looking for the 5.3 version of one of my files, but I'm gonna actually look like look out for that part. Yeah, so fucking booing. Gary said he'll tip $10 if I take it off. I don't even have tips. I don't even accept tips. Yeah, I do this shit for free, my guy. Ability systems global. Do I have to like set this up as a separate thing? I'd love to see the directory that it's trying to use for this, or where it thinks it would be. Oh, wait a minute. Just thought of something, and I wonder if this is the problem. Maybe it actually just can't find the path for it. And that's why it's having a problem. No, that doesn't... No way, right? Yeah, I don't want to just like spend like an hour just like banging my head on my keyboard trying to figure this out on stream. I'd rather do this off stream and actually come back with information on what's going on. Yeah, so I think with that, what I'll do is figure this out off stream, and then I'll come back either later tonight or early tomorrow with the solution for this, and I guarantee it's going to be something really dumb. And yeah, we'll continue on. But as for now, I'll probably sign off, and the stream will be tomorrow at 11:30. Wish me luck, because this looks like it's going to be an absolute joyride to get this shit to work again. But that's the fun part of learning. So yeah, wherever you are, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night, and until next time, peace.